Since the day I had an encounter with the witch dwarf, I practically became a powerful witch. In a coastal village, there were two sisters named Hani and Hannah. They looked exactly alike as they were both identical twins. Hannah was super smart and intelligent and won a lot of awards at school and outside school, making everyone admire her. Annie, though looking just as cool, didn't get much attention as Hannah. Annie and Anna loved making the same hairstyles and sew the same dress styles. Each time they both step out, people would like and compliment on Hannah's hair and her clothes. Even though people could not differentiate between Hannah and Annie, they would say words like, "Anna, you look so beautiful today. Anna, your hair is beautiful. Anna, you look beautiful on that dress." Even when Annie is with Anna, no one noticed her nor complimented on her hair or her dress or even mentioned her name. And also, it was obvious that their parents loved Anna more than Annie because Anna, they said, made them proud. This made Annie feel so bad, but she still loved her sister regardless. However, Anna, with all her awards and the praises that people showered on her, she started acting mean to Annie, her twin sister. As she suddenly became pompous, Annie tried really hard to get noticed. She tried greeting people first before Anna, but it didn't work. It seems like nobody cared about her, as Anna was the only famous one. Most times, Annie would look at herself on the mirror and spoke to herself and said, "We have the same face, the same height, and the same skin color, but why?" On their 20th birthday, Anna got loads of presents both from outside and her parents. Their parents bought Hannah a gold necklace with a pair of shoes, and Annie got only a pair of shoes without a necklace. Annie received her presents with gratitude, but when she found out that Anna was given a gold necklace, she went to her parents and asked why. Her parents said it was because Anna did better in her academics. Well, if you want a necklace, you can as well try to study hard, do well in your academics and make us proud, just like your sister Anna. The response didn't go well for Annie. She went to her room and started crying. Annie studied very hard, but she was not very good academically, no matter how hard she tried. It was time for the maidens dancing festival in the village. In this festival, the maiden of the community will display their dancing talents before the king, while Hannah and Annie with other maidens were practicing their dance at the village square. Suddenly, the dance leader removed Annie and told her to stay out and watch them dance. At that point, it was just too much for Annie to bear. She immediately ran out of the place with tears in her eyes. She ended up in the bush where she wandered alone. Without watching her steps, she mistakenly fell inside a tiny cave where she met a boy whose appearance resembled a very young boy, but he was a dwarf. The dwarf started laughing and said, "Welcome. I have waited over 300 years for a single human to appear in this cave so that I can transfer my power and rest in peace." Annie was so scared and surprised at how a young-looking boy could be in the cave for over 300 years. The dwarf said to her, "Don't be scared. I will transfer to you my power so that I can go and rest. With this power, you can do anything you want. I can see that you desired for people around you to show you affection. This power will do that for you. But you must not abuse the power. Don't use it to harm anyone, and don't do evil with it. If you abuse the power, it will be taken away from you forever. The dwarf touched Annie and transferred his magical power to her, and then he disappeared. Annie was equipped with a supernatural power to do the impossible. She was happy and left as a transformed Annie. With the magical power, Annie wished to be the It was at that point the parents realized they were not treating the children fairly, as they chose their favorite child based on their academic performance. The whole family wept bitterly and prayed for Annie to come back to life. On the third day, Annie woke up. She became more stronger and more powerful. The whole family were so happy. The parents said to her, "While you were in coma, we realized our mistakes. We are so sorry that it took us this long to discover the emotional damage we have caused you and your sister. From now onward, we want to let you know that we are very proud of you, not because you did well in your academics, but because we are privileged to have you as our daughter. You and your sister mean the whole world to us." Then Anna also apologized to her sister. Annie explained her encounter with the dwarf to her family and how she was able to recently achieve those incredible things within a short while. With her supernatural powers, she was able to heal the sick from far and near. Annie brought happiness to the village. The two sisters, once apart, were now best friends. The village learned an important lesson about being fair. Annie's power made her very famous, and people know her as the supernatural white witch. And so, the magical tale of Annie and Anna became a story of love, forgiveness, and a little bit of magic that made everything better.